Good morning, Boobie Goaters. It is 6:45. I'm starting 15 minutes early from what it says. It said I should start at 7, but I'm not. Ow, the cat. I just got inside from putting the geese away. The last person that was out left the gate open, and I had to go chase them back in. Which usually they follow me in, and so all I had to do was walk down there and feed the chickens and get them all water. I did that, and the geese didn't come. They were kind of like just staring up at the sky, and I'm like, what is wrong with you guys? So I had to chase them into the barnyard area and then close the gate. So that's what I was doing. I wanted to start a little even earlier because it's Tuesday and there's really not a lot of live streams going on, and I woke up at 5, but I didn't watch Kilts. I went back to sleep. Yes, and it was lovely. And I thought about just, are we alive, Aaron? I guess, Thomas, but good morning. How are you? Anyway, I thought about just not doing lives for the rest of the week because I really don't need to get up this early and all the kids are home for the holidays, you know, so there's no reason for me to be up this early. It's 21 degrees here in Pittsburgh and snowing. That's awesome. You have snow. It's just cold here. I don't even know the temperature. I know it's cold because I went out there in sandals and socks. Wet socks because I stepped in something water puddle over here where the cat water is. Dog water. Don't know why. Retired Rick is here from Illinois. Good morning. Hello, Loretta, says Brian. Good morning. And John Together Strong is here. Good morning, John. Did you pull it all-nighter again? And Tyreek said, was watching Lily Kane, LOL. Oh, you know, I used to watch her, and then I stopped because she had this problem. What was it? Dry scalp. And let me tell you what's been happening to me since I've added back in the dairy, and I'm getting rid of it for the new year. My scalp has flakes. It's flaking. And Lily Kane had this problem with her scalp, and she drinks like a glass of milk every day. And I was like, I think I have an idea of why I'm having this problem, and it's the dairy. Anytime I add it back in, I always get something a little bit of a different reaction. I know. Don't do dairy. That's why you're stalled. And I'm like, yeah. But I've been off dairy for like 90 days and I had no different adverse reaction. But the newest one though is like the dry skin. And you would say, oh, but it's winter, duh. But I don't get that anymore because of carnivore. So I thought, you know, I didn't do cream last year. Kind of introduced cream this year. And now cream's going bye-bye for a whole year probably. I'll see how good we'll see how good I do on that. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to kick it. I don't like it. Sometimes it's awful. Retired Rick says it's 16 here and it feels like 7 degrees. Yeah, I'm chilly. I went out there in socks and sandals. Wet socks. My little toes are cold. Another all-nighter. Oh no, stress has you up. No, that's awful. Yeah, that's another thing. I think my YouTube lives give me stress, or just doing videos every day. I'm trying to get back into it, but it's like, I had so much content I could have recorded this morning, but I left my phone in here to charge. I was like, oh no, I missed out on chasing geese. That would have been great. The setup, the timing, and the editing. The editing's what's got me. It takes me about an hour, so I miss a lot of stuff in the evenings because I have to edit a video. I think that's why I stopped doing videos, and it was a really nice break just doing live streams. Stress sucks though. I feel you. It's not a good thing. I think the YouTube might be giving me that stress, like everyday videos. I was starting to think about it, like I was doing all right last year until I accidentally started doing videos every day, and I'm like, oh, maybe that is one of those stressors that are like keeping me. Aaron, just idea, why not charge the phone while you sleep instead of edit? Oh no, I already had the phone set up for live stream. I just didn't take it out with me. I've got to keep my phone This is awful. You're not really supposed to have your phone so close to your face because it could give you cancer. If you read the little instructions on your phones ever. But I keep mine under my pillow so the alarm goes off and I wake up. That's how that works. I can wake up naturally too. I just have to make sure people are, the coffee's done. I've been hydrating. Guys, I've been gone for like 5 days off the live streams. How have you guys been doing? Rick says, gonna run the dogs today, so I can't stay long. Okay. And good morning, Michael's Adventures. Getting some coffee. First cup of the day. Oh boy. So I was on Grammy's Crochet Corner last night, and she was like, what are we going to do for the new year? We got to do something for the January. It's the World Carnivore Month thing. And they all did a poll. I don't know how it ended. Maybe I'll watch the last 5 minutes of her show from last night. But she's like, we're going to give coffee or something. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm for hot water. But man, that first week without coffee, those headaches. Even if your coffee's weak, you get headaches, and they suck. Let's see, John said, I added heavy whipping cream 7 days ago. Nope, can't do the cream. Put on 10 pounds because of the inflammation. Not surprised, though. Yeah, it does that. It so does that. So, when I quit the cream and I lose the weight from it, I'm going to be like, fix my stall. What did I do differently? It's going to be so much fun. I wonder what the temperature is out here. Honestly, I don't know. But I can find out. Weather. I had a Nightbot. I just type in weather. That Nightbot thing looks complicated. It is 23 degrees. 23 degrees. And the high's going to be 35. It's cold. Oh, man. Walker foxhounds and half July foxhounds. Is that really a thing, a July foxhound? You're kidding, right? They're just born in July. I was only putting 5 pounds. Oh. Okay. It's just no snow. That's what stinks about cold weather. No snow. It's just cold. Today's like a tea day. Hot, salty water. I was making fun of it. I was like, yeah, I can't wait to go somewhere and be like, hey, can I have some of that hot, salty water? Other administrative assistants, me. I'm not an administrative assistant. I might be. Sometimes I feel like one. Pharaoh Grandma, good morning. Starting just a tad bit early, because I realize nobody's live right now. I'm sure there's people that are live. Y'all here, you're breathing. July is a breed of hunting dog. That's interesting. Sometimes people run their dogs here and some get lost. You know, they have the collars with the GPS trackers and you gotta find them. And other times they don't have the trackers, and that's kind of sad because they're all thin and stuff and they've been running the raccoons. They chase the coonhounds? I don't know. Good morning, Terry Sue. Yes. I did start a little early because I had to go outside and freeze my feet off, getting the geese back in because the stupid gate was left open. And it's my fault. Flash wanted Veda's boyfriend to come over and ride bikes. and I forgot to tell him, please close the gate. For me, I think it's common knowledge to close a barn gate, but apparently it's not. Everybody has to close gates. Good morning, says Sandy, rubbing it all in our faces. 53 degrees high today. That sounds delightful. We were at like 80 degrees, and it was so nice. The sun wasn't out. It could have gotten really hot if it was. But it was muggy. Good weather. I miss that kind of weather. That's Florida, isn't it? Muggy. Although isn't 53 degrees in Florida like downright cold for you guys. You need to get up the big coats. 53-degree weather. Good morning, Sharon, and good morning, Schmacashed. How are you this lovely day? If you open the gate, close the gate. Yes. Yes. Did we start yet? I don't even know what time it is. Oh, we got like 5 minutes. It's cool. It's cool, yeah. I have a whole, not really, show planned out for today. That's right. I think. Saying our hellos. That's good. Yeah, this tablet, it's older. So even though I'm in the range of where the Wi-Fi is and the extender, it takes forever for the chat to load. So it's probably better that I read it up here anyway. Guys, it's so good. I like peppermint. This is a peppermint coffee. Delicious. Good morning, Tanya. She's got her butter and her coffee. So what did they decide to do for the 30 days? What did Grandma decide on? I know she had a poll. Do you guys know? Were you there? Were you there all night? Nothing. I feel like I drink coffee really weird and in front of the camera so you can hear me swallow the coffee. Chug the fizzy water at the same time. Dehydrate, hydrate, dehydrate. Now I'm sure it all hydrates you. One's a diuretic though. For sure. Alright, let me go find my actual chat. And we're almost there. We're almost starting. Yeah, this thing is so behind. It just put up Rick's comment about July is a breed of hunting dog. See, I don't know much about hunting dogs. We had an encyclopedia. It was probably from the 80s. And when you opened it up, it showed you the groups of working dogs, hunting dogs, all the things. They're always so fun to look at and be like, when I grow up, I'm going to get this pointer. It's going to be so cool because it's going to point at stuff. Didn't do that. God has other plans. They always send you the dog you need, not the one you want. Okay. Everybody's saying good morning. This is like behind. There it is. It just loaded up. Okay. We're simpatico with the chat and my little tablet thingy. Cool. I'm going to have to hide it today. I hid it the other day and it was like gone for the week. And Nikki didn't know what to do with himself. So he started to play with Emmett again. And they kind of seem normal. So I'm going to hide the tablet again. Scarlett's back and she took it from them. And she was like on it, playing games, dressing Barbie dolls on your tablet, which is the weirdest thing because you've got the toys. Go play with your toys. So I'm going to hide it again after this. I think they'll all be asleep anyway. John said, I'm looking to minimize my live streams that I watch to find that it's been stressing me out, raising my insulin, thus higher blood sugars. I'm going backwards, not forwards. And is it all from being online? So are you going to like quit, like back it up a lot? What's the part that stresses you about a live stream? Is that because there's a lot of them? I don't know. I started not trying to catch them all. You can't catch them all. This is like Pokemon, okay? We cannot catch them all. We can catch some, and it's okay. And you're not really going to miss much. You can get cued into anything if you just ask. That's easy. That's the easy part. Cat, do you want to sit on my lap? Come on. There you go. Kitty, 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 kitty. Put your tail out of my face. Kitty, 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 kitty. You're on cup number 2. It's my first cup. I woke up late. I kind of woke up on time, but then I went back to sleep. And then I woke up again. That's usually, and that weird REM sleep is where I have the strangest dreams, but I didn't. I was just out because I'm tired. I just want to sleep. Sleep feels nice. I was sleeping so good when I woke up. I didn't want to get up. Yeah, it's a good day to do that. I think it's the cold that hits you. And you're warm and toasty. We had the fan on in my room last night, and I was like, it's so cold in here. Why is it so cold? And finally I just turned off the fan. I was like, I'm done. And then all of a sudden, the room was warm again. And I fell asleep. Gutter still making cup number 1. All right. Whew. I'm on it. I should add more water into the coffee pot, actually. Oh. Good morning, Boobie Goaters. It's me, Erin, and welcome. to another morning coffee. This is like, oh, if I do it tomorrow, it'd be the end of the year coffee, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Isn't that crazy? No more coffee. No more coffee for 2025 next year. Oh, good morning, Larry. How are you? Oh, the cat just jumped off of me. She's going to jump back on here and knock everything over. Well, cheers. See, I started the show at 7 o'clock. Ouch, John, after all that effort to make the progress. Ooh, what did I miss? Is that from the stress thing? Man, stress can actually, it actually happens in the brain that first triggers the endorphins, and then the subconscious obsession can trigger all that stuff. Yep, makes sense. That's crazy. And I think maybe that's what's going on with me and the YouTube, but I kind of don't want to stop. I kind of cut myself into a corner here where I'm making movies all the time. So much so, my mom, oh my God. Have you guys seen my episode? It's 15 minutes. It's about cooking this lamb thing that I got, and I didn't know what to do with it. So instead, I just did what any sane person would. You just smoke it on a grill and sure, it'll be fine. And it was really good. But my mom cannot stop talking about my dusty kitchen fan. And I'm like, oh my God, no. I can't believe that's the one thing I've done wrong on YouTube. There's a dusty kitchen fan. And, you know, there's a dryer in here too. Sometimes the hose is hooked up all the way and I get the dust everywhere, but that's not the point. The point is I didn't clean my kitchen fan this spring. I should have done it. So I cleaned my kitchen fan because my mom threw the biggest fit in all the world. Nobody cared, man. Nobody cared. It'll get done. That's the thing. Like, I'm sorry. I don't hire a maid to clean this place. I'm the maid and I don't get paid. So usually what happens is what happens. Eventually things will get done. But I'm just like, man, I can't believe I stressed my mom so bad by not cleaning my fan. I was like, Scarlett, I'm sorry. You probably had to hear about my dirty kitchen fan forever. See, Eric gets it. Look at my ceiling fan. Oh, the dust. Yeah, it's time to make Monday a dusting day. That's it. That's it. I just have to do it. Lock it in. That's the day. The thing is, I broke the fan blade and I don't clean it often. I should, but I'm scared I'm going to break it again. This is like a $200 fan. I don't want to replace it. I didn't do the electric here. My husband did. I don't even want to touch it. My mom's weird about her fans too. This movie, my fan is disgusting. Yes. You don't notice it until you turn it off during the winter and you look up and you're like, oh my God. So I got the living room fan clean too. I wanted to make sure there were fans everywhere in this house and the air is always flowing because it is muggy as sin here and it's good to have airflow. So the fans are a big part of always going off for me. They have to be, it's not right now because it's cold, but they have to be moving stuff around. I wish I had money to hire maids to clean for me. Me too! Come on, that'd be awesome. But I guess we could just complain about my kitchen fan and make that the worst thing that I do on YouTube other than not watching the kids' faces. Oh my God. I'm like, okay. Can we breathe? It's just a fun channel. There's nothing like insane about it. Seriously, there's not like bazillions of people watching it. They're just my people. And they're cool with the dirty kitchen fan. Shoo. Hello, Bill. Good morning. Yeah. What else did I do yesterday? I didn't do anything else. I went outside. I was like, man, it's so cold out here. Moms like to critique. Yeah. The dumbest shit. I'm serious. The dumbest shit. Sorry, Mom. I know you watch. Scarlett was like, Pops made me watch all the Butter Woman stuff. I'm like, it's not like you don't see it all the time here. You live it. You even have a spider webbing in the circular fashion around the light. That's awesome. Well, if the spider is still there, I say keep it. keep it up. It just does a job. They get the little bugs sometimes. Spiders have jobs, and I like spiders. They can make me jump here, though. So this one time, there's a spider toys. The kids have spider toys, and they're like this big, and you'd think that it was a stupid toy. And I go outside and I try to pick up this thing, and it's alive, and it's like huge. And I'm like, ah! No, don't touch spiders outside. I don't even care if they're toys. Don't touch the spiders. It scared me. It was as big as my hand. It wasn't an orb weaver, but man, that thing was big. Now I think I can get an app on my phone and take pictures of the spiders and figure out what kind they are. Time for more coffee and breakfast. There it is. Coffee is delightful today. Yeah, so I had to address the kitchen fan. I was like, I'm gonna up on the stool. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die cleaning this just for my mom. Whatever. I think I'd probably need to do something about... I was supposed to do something up here with the ceiling, like shellac it or something. Just get up there and get one of those extender mops. Get it ready and mop the ceiling. Just because the kitchen fan had dust. So there's got to be cobwebs and things that I don't see. Who knows? I don't care. I could use some help with keeping my place clean. My roommate is great with the rent, but not so much with helping keeping the place from looking like a pile of trash. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I live with a bunch of trash monkeys, too. He needs to get his head out of his ass and make some progress as an adult. His dad is an example. He's a warning. Oh, no. What did I just read? Did I miss something, Wendy? What were you talking about? You're more concerned about your grandson. Okay. There it is. No time to clean. Too many live streams. Yeah, exactly. I'm always dragging my feet. I mean, usually, and I'm not supposed to really do work on Sundays, but Sunday is my cleaning day, and I get a lot of stuff done. And Saturday, I try to get as much laundry done as possible because the week ahead. So it's always crunch time for me. It seems. I don't clean the fans either until it's super obvious. Yeah, I watched. It must have been the Christmas one because I did the LaCroix and it was, or the bubbly. It was, and I didn't even notice that until after I did the little short of it, and I was like, ah, dang, I gotta clean that fan. Oh, but I heard about it, and man, did I not stop hearing about that. Instead of hearing how happy the kids looked at Christmas, I get the fans dirty. I'm just like, I'm living a delusion. I'm thinking these people are different from what they actually are. Whatever. I don't care. I like my little delusional world. It's fine. Let's see. Oh, hello, Josephine. Howdy, y'all. Oh my god, I seen a clip where a woman picking up eggs. There was a black and white belly snake. Oh my gosh. That would have freaked me out too. You're talking about me. I'm horrible. My sister used to always turn hers on low when visitors would come, as hers were up in vaulted ceiling. Had to hire someone to clean them. I had this cool fan thing. I found it at Lowe's once. I don't know if they still sell these things, but they're like super soft bristles, and there's like a hole right inside, and you just like put it up on your fan blade and pull it off. It would break this fan because I broke one of the blades, and I had to glue it back together with a lot of really good glue. So one kind of hangs down a little more than the other, and I was like, I better not. I'm gonna break this cleaning this. It's not gonna be cool. Can't see the dust when they're moving. There you go. Yeah, you just keep it going. It wasn't moving that day. But that was my biggest problem ever, is a dusty fan. Lord, I'm gonna quit YouTube because my mama knows I have one. She's gonna call me up about this. Erin. Okay, what did I label this? The steps I took to start the carnivore diet. Because, you know, we're getting into the beginning of the new year and everybody likes to do something for a week that they're good at trying, right? Does anybody have anything they're going to try for a week this new year? I'm always like, let's do that push-up challenge. Let's do like maybe 20 a day and then go to 30 and then do that. But since I've got all the excuses for my exercising. But since I had that glass mixer thing fall on my foot and crush it, I still can't move 3 of my toes. So I'm like, I won't even try to bend my foot to do a push-up. I'm good. I'll wait the appropriate time until it's all better. I mean, I can wiggle my toes, but it's just not completely healed. So I'll wait to start something like that. But anyway, what did I do? How did I prepare for the carnivore diet? Today, I'm going to share how I mentally, physically, and practically prepared before starting carnivore. Wow. I love giving something to read. Whatever. I gave it like a couple sentences and I was like, let's make this an hour live stream. This is beautiful. Okay. I better apologize to my mama. I think she's gonna get mad at me for this one. Sorry, Mom. I promised to clean. What do I need to do? I need to dust every Monday. I'm gonna do it. That's my New Year's resolution, and I'll keep it up maybe for a week. Maybe. We got a lot of spiders here, so I get cobwebs all the time. I'm always like dusting them down. They're good to have though. The ones that are still there. I don't have any right now. I had to clean up for the holiday. Okay. All right. This wasn't overnight. I just didn't wake up eating steak. Were any of you guys skeptical before starting carnivore? Like, if I do this, am I going to die of a massive heart attack type deal? You voted yes, but I think about it, I don't know why. Well, maybe you do something new for a week, you know? You plan in January, lion for a week, 48-hour water fast, 72-hour starting fast, and I may try to do 1 push-up. There it is. That's awesome. I couldn't sleep last night because I kept thinking about why carnivores don't eat other carnivore animals. Does that keep you up? Is that what keeps you up at night? Is this the stressor, John? Probably because they taste different. I hear bear tastes funny. I don't know. You think kangaroo wouldn't be so tough, right? I had Veda actually tried some of that lamb, and I said, does it taste weird to you? You know, because sometimes lamb has that weird flavor after it. She said a little bit of the aftertaste, but I didn't taste it. I thought it was pretty good. Pretty darn good. Lion for a week. Are you going to do lion for just a whole week? I did it for almost 2 weeks. My problem was I didn't eat enough fat. So I quit. And I went straight back to coffee because that was awful. It was the worst headaches I've had. I did it around this time last year. Not January. It might have been December. Maybe November. I don't know. I did it for a little bit. I actually felt really good on lion, but I didn't eat enough fat. Maybe I just felt good because I wasn't drinking coffee and my energy levels were stable. No coffee, you're skipping line. Look, I'm telling you, hypercarnivore. Eggs, beef, coffee. Hypercarnivore. It could be the new thing. Be like, I'm going hypercarnivore this month. And everybody's like, what's hypercarnivore? Obviously, it's coffee, eggs, and beef. Or just skip on the pork. Could you do that? Could you skip the pork? I can. Sometimes I like bacon. I really want it. But other times, like, I could live without it. I don't really care. I'm skipping that lion. That's hilarious. Nobody was a skeptic. I'm just like, I'm gonna try it. Ooh, what did my eating look like before carnivore? Oh, Did I even eat? I feel like I drank a lot of coffee. And then in the afternoon when I made the kids like peanut butter and jellies or whatever, I would eat like the sandwich they didn't eat type of deal. I don't think I liked having food waste, but it's not really wasting because I've always had chickens and I can feed everything to the chickens. So that probably saved me from gaining even more weight. Because a lot of people have that problem where they don't want like food to waste. But if you feed it to the chickens, you get eggs. So yeah. It was more of probably way too many carbs. I'm no athlete. That's what you gotta look at it like too. It's like, I'm not an athlete. Why am I eating all these carbs? Simple. Jordy told me a joke. I didn't get it then. And I thought she said, no, that's not why I asked. Then why no answers? Well, kids. Oh. Kids, man. Funny jokes, right? My experience is wild carnivores don't taste as good as animals that eat grass, and plants taste much better. There you go. Yeah, it's true. Oh my gosh, you ate all the eggs, none left. You need more. Well, lucky for you, Josephine. My ducks have been laying eggs. I have like 3 buckets. I need to do something with them. I guess I'll send them to Australia. Our ancestors spread on foot to cover the planet and hunt. They did, and they moved all the time, even when it got cold. You know, anytime you stayed in one place long enough, it kind of just became kind of pointless, didn't it? Do you guys still feel like the nomadic lifestyle would be fun? Lions eat zebras too. Zebras are not ruminant. They seem juicy though, don't they? Are they? I thought zebras were related to, are they related to the horse, or is that like a different, is that totally different? Oh my gosh. Now you got me. Okay. Me typing away, being really quiet. You got me checking it out. They're hindgut fermenters like horses and donkeys, meaning they have a single stomach and ferment fiber and the cecum and colon rather than chewing cud like cows, sheep, or deer. Very interesting. I didn't know that. You ever hear about that? Hindgut fermenters. So they ferment in the guts. The animals that are similar to zebras are horses, donkeys, and mules. Don't they like feed dogs horse meat, or did they change it? I don't even know. The dingo ate your baby. What? That is such a sad story, by the way. I watched like 2 people do it on YouTube, and I was just like, oh, this is so sad. We used to just say the dingo ate my baby, but the dingo ate the baby. Oh. Share an early mistake. Share one thing you worried that didn't matter. Oh, very interesting. Let's go back up to the top. Pretty sure if a wild hog ran past, they would pounce on it so they could get their B1 vitamins. There you go. I'm sure they eat that too. I mean, honestly, they probably eat what they can get, right? In the savannah. Yeah, we just learned about that hindgut thing, didn't we? Interesting, right? I feel like I should have known this from reading the horse Bible, but they did not cover the fermenting. I gotta get another cup of coffee. Oh my god, I spilled it on the floor. My mom's gonna be like, you spilled coffee on your floor. What the hell? Sorry. That was just the weirdest thing that I had to deal with yesterday. I'm thinking it has something to do with the animals that eat plants, that we figured out that we can get more nutrients out of them than we can from the meat eaters. Maybe it might have been that because in the beginning, of the human history thing, which this is what I got from PBS, is that we were actually originally scavengers, and we would take rocks and things and break the bones of the animals that the bigger predators could get, and we would take out the bone marrow and survive off of the bone marrow in the beginning until we started making our own weapons. And these things that the bigger predators ate were ruminants. You know, seems legit there. Cecum sounds gross like mucus. It does. I was like, I gotta say this out loud. Oh, good morning, Risa. She's in here somewhere. Somebody say good morning to her. Oh, coffee. So good. Physically, before I started carnivore, I thought pain was normal. Because everybody makes the jokes like when you get into your 30s, your knees hurt or your lower back and stuff. Confusion. Very confused person. Still kind of am. Maybe they're slower, hence easier to catch. I don't know. Have you seen those like prawns and stuff? Don't they? Isn't that kind of like a deer? Prawn. They're fast. They have hollow bones. Good morning, Amy. Look at me. I'm live. Only because you were upset that your 8-ball said I shouldn't be live on Monday. I'm here. It's good though. I had a lovely break. It was like a bazillion days of not doing lives, even though I just do them during the week. I look forward to the weekend. I'm like, oh yes, I can sleep in, but I can't. So this is very nice, especially because everybody's home and I really don't need to be up. But here I am. That's right. I showed up for you guys. And my son fell asleep on the couch and he is sawing logs. He's kind of funny in there. I woke him up a little bit and I was like, hey, you're snoring, dude. You need to go to your room. And he was like, ugh. That's what you get. Stay up all night watching TV. I was sad. I had to drive in weather. It's so crappy here. Aw. Crappy weather. It's cold here. Not crappy. Just cold. I guess that could be crappy driving weather. It was probably snowing for you. Is it snowing? Did you get snow again? Let's see. Diet fatigue? What is that? I don't know. But all I know is the things that I did, and this is what I did before I started the carnivore diet, not what people told me to do. Well, there was a few things. Like Dr. Berry said that I needed electrolytes so I could not get a keto flu. And then he showed his keto trial drops, and I was like, so he's trying to sell me something? Kitty. She wanted a hug. But I didn't even get them. I didn't even get the keto chow drops because I was watching the other chick. I don't even know her name anymore because I stopped watching her too. Just none of these people that are in the bigger carnivore space, I don't watch them much anymore because they're not interesting. What's interesting are the other people. They seem more fun. The ones that aren't like, oh my god, I made a carnivore sauce. Look at all my sauces. Or look at this gravy. Can you imagine carnivore gravy? And I'm all like, can you imagine just making a burger and not even doing that? Seriously, and add some salt? You're really trying to push it, aren't you? Can you imagine still being addicted to sugars? I am. I'm a carb addict. I gotta stay away from that shit. I already knew that. I've eaten a zebra burger back in the day from my hungover self remembers. It's delicious. It probably snapped you back, right? That part where you needed to eat something. Well, I hope they cut it with something fatty, right? I don't think zebra would be that fatty. Amy said she loves the small channels. I do too. I think they're more fun. You're more relaxed, laid back. It doesn't matter. Aaron, get this. You like the 8-ball, right? I now connected fun games to my live stream. Next time I don't have a guest, we could play one. Oh, awesome. Yay, live stream games. They have one on the YouTube vertical where you can play games, but it would just be you playing the games and people going, oh my gosh, you missed that. Why didn't you take a right? Why didn't you jump? Jump! My carb addiction sorted out all those sauces for me early on. Salt is my guy. That's right, isn't it? Why would you want to make all the weird stuff? Sometimes I like to play around because I have a lot of eggs, but that's about it. Those weird egg muffin things, they're easy. I've never heard a child snore. Oh, this is Isaac. He's huge. They all have on the cusp of getting what Nixon had, his tonsils and adenoids removed. They're bigger. So they do snore. He's sleeping kind of funny. I was going to shake him again. He's sawing in there. I was like, you need to move over to your side. Poor guy. Oh, make a carnivore version of Candy Crush. There it is. Turn it to your app. Here we go. We're giving her more things to do. Oh. All right. But it was, for me, I watched Dr. Berry and I was like, maybe these are important things that I should write down. And it really was. I just needed to add salt to my food. Electrolytes is something that you need. You would play it. It would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Got my ribeyes in a row. Ding, ding, ding. Watch that cat. He's loud. The key point. Yeah, you hear for months people going, my inflammation went down. I'm like, oh, inflammation, that must just be fat. But when it happens to your brain and your brain's like all better, it's pretty insane. I was like, well, maybe I didn't do all my research. I always say that because I really didn't. I just feel really good on carnivore, and so I stay carnivore. It's really simple. You need to get your mindset, though, especially in the beginning. You got to be all like, I'm going to do it. So I got to be like, I am going to do this. It's not gonna not. I'm not going to not do it. It's my challenge. And keep it your challenge. Instead of being like, I went carnivore for a week last January. Try it for a month. Every day is a victory. Connect 4 strips of bacon, get a wild hog power up. Are we struggling? What am I missing? Oh, it says repetition helps if you watch people. But really, if you look at it like some challenge and there's a goal at the end, eventually you'll get there. Is a nice thing because it keeps you steady on what you're doing. Dude is like sawing, man. And I didn't even do like, I see a lot of people, the newer ones, they're like, I just started a carnivore. I can't wait to start doing the fasting thing. Like, you don't really have to push it. You don't have to push it. Sometimes I think it's better that you don't until you feel like you need to fast. Like, I can't wait. I've done carnivore for a week and I'm going to go down to lion. That's great for you. Do you need to? If the snoring is bad, make the kid goes to sleep study. This is like the only time I've heard him snore, and I know what it is. It's the holidays. They've had candy, sugar to inflammation. Talking about games, is anyone familiar with Baldur 3? My kids are trying to get joining them. It's blasting each other, which I'm horrible at. I don't know that game. Sorry, Cynthia. Don't forget the thumbs up, beautiful people. There it is. Connect 4 meatloaves. Dude, I saw this really cool Connect 4 game and I should have got it. I feel like the kids would have loved it. It's like Connect 4, but you have blasters and you shoot the little things out, and then you have to like connect the colors for Connect 4, but you just don't put them in there. they're all set up and you have to shoot them to make them connect to the right things. But they're guns. They have cool guns. Makes me think of Timmy with the snoring. He's coming home Friday. That's all I saw him. Oh yeah, in the new year. There it is. Risa goes, hi Brian, hi Josephine, hi and Tanya, Bride's Biscuit. Hope everyone had a great Christmas. I do too. And guess what? It's still going. Is this like the 6th day? Let's enjoy it. Because on the 5th day, I dusted my fan. I'm kidding. I better stop doing that. Preparation. I don't even really know. Preparation. Zebras or hindgut fermenters. Ooh. Yes. I want to know too. Let's see. Explain to me about this zebra thing. Why zebras evolved hindgut fermentation instead of ruminating. Zebras evolved to survive in harsh or dry environments where grass is low quality, the food is often scarce, and they must eat quickly and move constantly to avoid predators. Hindgut fermenters like zebras and horses eat large amounts quickly, digest food faster, and can keep moving instead of lying down and chewing cud. Ruminants digest more effectively, but digestion is slow. It requires resting and chewing cud time. Excuse me. It's like lime fizzy water mixed with coffee in a burp. That's just delightful. I set myself up for that because of how I was drinking these. Alright, requires rested and chewed cud time. For the prey animal on open plains, speed matters more than efficiency. Zebra versus cow digestion. The zebra has one stomach. Fermentation happens after the small intestine. Less nutrients extraction, makes more waste, and can survive on very rough, fibrous grass. The cow has 4 stomach chambers. Fermentation happens before nutrient absorption and a very efficient digestion. It can thrive on lower amounts of food. Why this matters and why it comes up with nutrition talks. This is where it gets interesting. Zebras eat constantly to meet their energy needs. Cows can eat less and extract more. Humans are neither. Humans don't ferment fiber efficiently. They don't chew cud. They have a relatively small cecum, but it's there. They're better adapted to animal-based nutrition. Interesting, isn't it? This comparison often comes up when people ask, but animals eat plants just fine, why can't we? Because we're not built like zebras or cows. If humans are meant to live on grass, we'd either chew cud like cows or eat nonstop like zebras, and we do neither. Ooh, first one. That sounds interesting. Very interesting. That's why horses are more expensive, because you have to keep feeding them. When I used to eat celery, I would consider the strings as cud. Yeah, and you just like keep chewing the celery, almost like it was gum. Oh, great. It was gonna give me something cool, and then it like didn't load. That's lame. I already read that about zebras. Eating constantly, cows are different. Yeah, I already did that. No. It didn't give me what I wanted. Dang it. It said it would turn it into a short carnivore talking segment about Zebras, cows, and people. Horses are good transportation, yeah. Easier than working, and that's why we don't eat them. Or probably because they taste like horse. But, no, to each their own. I don't know how they do it when consuming plants and grains as opposed to meat. I wouldn't make it past lunch when I ate oatmeal. My mom would be like, this is how you lose the weight. You gotta have the oatmeal and you mix it with the peanut butter and it'll keep you full until, and that's the secret. You're welcome. Actually, whenever I actually tested this out, I would have to go, while being gestational diabetic, this is probably what you shouldn't do, because I would eat oatmeal with peanut butter for breakfast. And my 2 hour, I'd go to the hospital and get checked. And it would always be, my blood sugars would be really low at my 2 hour because of that. And I don't know why. It's probably because the protein. Protein makes more sugar. And sugar should have been higher. But they weren't. They were always burnt and done. It's kind of weird. You put so much crap in your oatmeal when you eat that. The peanut butter one is a different flavor. It's not the best, but it would always make my sugars drop like crazy, which I still wonder how that happened. Horses have enough vitamin C to save Napoleon's troops. They sure did. And like, be oatmeal, it'd be like Saturday or Sunday, it would be oatmeal day. Add so much sugar, brown sugar. As a kid trying to get the oatmeal right. Those were the days. I feel like I read all these. How are these? Because if humans are meant to live on grass, we need to be chewing cud like cows or non-stop like zebras. And we do neither, because we're not meant to eat grass. And this even said we're more animal-based. The little ChatGPT said it. That's right, I'm using the ChatGPT. You would eat chocolate malt meal, and it was good. Is that cereal? I feel like that's a cereal brand. Any of the cereals that were sugary, I'd always get a really bad headache about 30 minutes after having it. So instead, I would try for the oatmeal in the morning. No, I don't think I ate breakfast. Sometimes I don't think I ate breakfast. Milk, vanilla, cinnamon, butter, and sugar. The healthier version was stevia. The variety pack always had 2 plain. Yep. And the plain oatmeal sits forever. The cream of wheat. Oh my gosh, cream of wheat. You know what I like about cream of wheat? You put butter on it and salt. And I think that's the only part I liked about it. Is the salt and the butter. She's not wrong. Peanut butter helped you lose 25 pounds. Yeah. Can you believe it had, like, before knowing that, it was full of soybean oil and we just ate it? I don't remember the Maypo. I don't know what that is. Is it regional? It's a hot breakfast cereal made primarily from cream of wheat and maple flavoring. Oh, okay. It's basically wheat cereal with maple syrup flavor, marketed as warm, comforting breakfast food. A little history. Introduced in the 1950s in the United States, it became famous for the slogan, "I want my maple." Why people remember it. It was easy to make, sweet maple taste, considered a hearty breakfast at the time. It's made from refried wheat, high in carbohydrates, no animal-based nutrition, designed to be cheap, filling, and shelf-stable. There you go. Ooh. Let's compare. That sounds interesting. So do you want to compare? Sure. All right, retired Rick, have fun running those dogs. They probably went out. They're like, let's run. All right, let's see. Traditional breakfast, pre-industrial, common foods were eggs, bacon or sausage, butter, leftover meat, and sometimes dairy. When they worked, it was protein and fat heavy, kept people full for hours, and supported physical labor. This is pre-industrial. That's what they ate. Rick would say duck food, yep. What a carnivore breakfast looks like: eggs, beef, bacon or steak, butter or tallow, and sometimes nothing at all. Why it works for many people: no blood sugar roller coasters, stable energy, long satiety, and no constant snacking. You eat once and move on with your day. A big picture shift. Maypo represents the movement when food became industrial. Marketing replaced tradition, carbs replaced protein, convenience replaced nourishment. Traditional and carnivore-style breakfasts prioritize satiety, match human digestion, and reduce the food obsession. Maypo was sold as fuel, but created hunger. Meat and eggs were the fuel, and they end the hunger. That's pretty good. Something about your mom-in-law. My mom doesn't have a weight problem either, and she had 9 kids. She looks great. Mine is partly, I don't know, maybe I'm lazy. My body just says don't lose that weight. You need to hold on to it. Let's see. There it goes. Let it load. Uh-oh. Thomas is dealing with stuff. Ugh. Oh no, Thomas. I want my Maypo. I don't remember Maypo at all. Gee. Yeah, this hasn't loaded the comments from earlier that just popped up and I missed them. In Europe, they ate the porridge. Is that because of Goldilocks? Sometimes it's too hot. Isn't porridge just oatmeal? That's what it isn't it? Isn't it the same thing? Oh, stuff with the government? Yeah, man. The government. They're always doing stuff, right? Is porridge exactly the same as cream of wheat or oats? That's a good question. And enter. Because I'm on. Porridge is a soft, hot cereal made by boiling grains in water or milk until they break down into a thick, spoonable paste. Grain plus liquid plus heat. So I guess it doesn't matter if it's wheat or oats, as long as it's pasty. I want to get Rick's level of carnivore where I can say every carb I'm addicted to is disgusting. I've gotten to this part where I can't walk by the bakery section because it smells gross. Like, it smells like burnt oil. I don't know how that happened. And whenever the kids make pizza, the pizza stinks like throw up. I can't do it. I don't know how that happened. That's like a 2-year carnivore thing. Pasty grains. Yeah, so you're not wrong when you say it could be anything. It's sweetened with sugar, honey, or syrup, made with water or milk. Oh, I've got some historical things about porridge. Porridge wasn't eaten because it was ideal nutrition. It existed because it was cheap, stretchable, fed many people, easy to cook over a fire, and made tough grains edible. For most of history, porridge was a survival food, not a luxury food. What porridge does in the body: it's mostly carbohydrates, little protein, and very little fat. It digests quickly and often leaves people hungry again sooner rather than later. And this is why porridge has traditionally been paired with milk and butter. Meat or fats when available. I've never heard of eating porridge with meat. Okay. I can't walk past the Chinese takeout. Rancid oxidized seed oils nauseate me. So yeah, so you're getting some of that. You're just like, oh god, duck food. And then there's gruel. Yeah, let's find it out. What is gruel? This became a very interesting conversation today. Thank you. And good morning, Bride's Biscuit. I don't know if I said good morning. Sup, Bride's Biscuit. Good morning. What is gruel? Gruel is an extremely thin, watery porridge made by boiling a small amount of grain in a large amount of water. Oh, God. Please, sir, may I have some more? I didn't know that. So, wow. Gruel is watery porridge. You take your porridge, 1 bowl of regular porridge, into a big pot of very hot water. You got your gruel. That's interesting. Yeah. Always is, isn't he? He likes the window seat. You know, I've never seen that one outside. I think he stays inside all the time. The other one I see, Seamus. Seamus goes outside. And Moon Pie. Gruel sounds gruesome. He really does, honestly. Now that we know what it is. Gruel can be made from oats, barley, wheat, rice, or cornmeal, but with very little grain. Just enough cloud to the water. Oh, wow. So I was kind of right. Wow. Poor kids had porridge. We had to eat gruel. Gruel wasn't comfort food. It was poverty food, famine food, prison and workhouse food, hospital food. God, you guys watch those old movies and they're like, we'll have to send you to the workhouse. And the ladies were like, no, not the workhouse. Back in my day, you ate your gruel and you were grateful for it. Duck food, poverty food, peasant food. Nutritionally speaking, it almost has no protein, almost no fat, mostly hot water and carbs, not filling, not sustaining. It quieted hunger temporarily, but it didn't nourish. Like drinking hot water. Hot, cloudy water. When meat, fat, or eggs were available, people did not choose gruel. Gruel shows up when food is rationed, people are poor, and systems are failing. This morning when I take my mom her grits, I'm going to call it gruel. Yeah, eat your gruel. Gruel was our version of powdered milk, where you made it into skim milk. Powdered milk. Oh gosh. Ugh. Remember my mom got into the powdered milk train? She was like, it's great, it lasts longer. Just add water. This was gross, man. I always loved cheesy grits with bacon and eggs. There it is. You know, I had never had grits until we came down here. And I've never actually had real homemade grits. So you can buy grits in the stupid packs and make them yourself, but you don't make them right if you're not from the South. So I've made them before. They're interesting for sure. Gruel isn't traditional food, it's survival food. So it's what you eat when nourishment is no longer the goal. Oh, so kind of like vegan. I'm just kidding. No. Oat milk is basically gruel. Yeah, you gotta water it down a little more probably, right? People who put a little oat milk into their coffee, they're drinking gruel. Amazing. Ooh, cheesy grits. I love those occasionally when we're going road trips into the South. I do enjoy them. I don't make them anymore. Yeah. You know why? Because it's like gruel if you add a lot of water to it. Gruel is like rice water, huh? Yeah. Yeah. That's what we're finding. Everybody, I found the new diet, the gruel diet. Welcome to gruel. This is awful. You know, I never learned, it's something new we learned today about what porridge is and what gruel actually is. That's amazing. You didn't think this was going to go that way, did ya? This conversation went south quick, didn't it? So, wow. Yep. That's about all I've got today. I wonder if you give me any other prompts. Compare gruel versus porridge versus oatmeal. Oh my gosh. Tie gruel into the food industry. Ooh. Okay, let's do this. Let's tie that gruel. I'm gonna get some more coffee. And possibly blow my nose. Ugh. You never heard of gruel? Oh, you didn't, Sandy? You didn't have any gruel? And then there's haggis. Okay. Yeah, there's haggis. But do you really need it? You could eat it. It's carnivore, isn't it? Isn't it? I don't know. We'll look it up in a minute. All right. Ooh, look at all these fun things. Spinach YouTube title ideas. Wow. Why did I want spinach YouTube title ideas? Should do a carnivore gruel substitute recipe. Oh, schmacass. I got it. Okay. You know how at the end of the pork rind bag, there's all the pork rind dust? Okay. Hear me out. Pork rind dust in hot water. Oh, and the thumbnail. I did it. I've made carnivore gruel in a bowl. A clear bowl, holding a clear bowl of goop. You have to serve haggis once a year. The smell. What all is in it? Tanya, give us the deets. Game changer, right? Game changer. What is the haggis? No, man. We'll get into it. Tanya will tell us what the haggis is. Isn't it the sheep tummy? Or is it the brain? No, I don't know. I don't even know, man. Let's call bone broth carnivore gruel. Okay, that's just easy. That's easy, Cynthia. We have to make something weird. Or, you know what carnivore gruel could be? It's just hot water with butter in it, emulsified. I did it. Carnivore game changer. Maybe have like arrows that say, not exactly carnivore, because it's butter. Oats, okay. Oats stuffed inside the stomach. Okay, so it's not carnivore. Sorry. Haggis sounds like someone who hung out with Marshall Dillon. Minced sheep heart, liver, and lungs mixed with oatmeal suet, onions, and spices. Ew. Oh, haggis is good in your opinion. Okay. I had it years ago when I invited myself to go with my sisters, and then they were, oh, well, there you go. They probably prepared it really well. Isn't it meatloaf cooked in the stomach of a sheep? I guess that's what it is. You got it. You got it. The carnivore gruel mindset tie-in. Okay, here we go. When I started learning about food history, something really clicked for me. Gruel wasn't food people chose because it made them strong. It was food people ate when survival was the goal and nourishment was off the table. And I realized a lot of modern eating feels like that. Not because we're poor, but because we've been told to fear real food. Low fat, portion control, always hungry, always snacking. That's modern gruel. When I was preparing for carnivore, part of my mindset shift was asking, am I eating to survive the day or to actually feel nourished? Carnivore felt like the opposite of gruel. Fewer foods, more nutrition, eat once, feel done. And that's why my preparation mattered. I wasn't just changing what I ate, I was changing what I believed food was. What I believed what food was for. It was setting me up for the end of my live stream. That's crazy. It all tied in together, guys. It all tied in. That's nice. Wants to give me a 1 hour live stream flow. That's lovely. Compare gruel versus porridge versus oatmeal. I think we all compared that. Then there's the traditional kidney pie. Oh yes, kidney pie. There. Kidney pie is often called steak and kidney pie. It's a traditional British savory pie made with meat, kidneys, gravy, and pastry. What type of meat is inside a kidney pie? Beef steak, chuck, or braising steak, sometimes lamb or pork depending on the region. Usually beef or lamb kidneys, cleaned and trimmed. They give a rich, slightly earthy flavor. Can't wait. Flavor base, onions, and sometimes mushrooms. The gravy is beef stock, flour, Worcestershire sauce. Does anybody say that one funny? I do it on purpose. Worcestershire sometimes. Salt and pepper, sometimes herbs like thyme or bay, and then the pastry is a short crust or a suet pastry, forms the pie shell in the lid. Kidney pie was for working class food, a way to use the whole animal, high in nutrition compared to grain-based meals. The pastry made it filling, but the nutrition came from the meat and the organs. If you take away the pastry, steak and kidney pie is basically a nutrient-dense carnivore meal. Oh, really interesting. Didn't know that. Polish have a side dish of groats. Oh, here we go again. I'm thinking on it. I was in London in 1972. Kidney pie was the one thing I wouldn't try. As a teen, I wasn't a fan of any organ. Mom used to make chopped liver, and I wouldn't eat it. Now I love it. I make it for the holidays. Chopped liver. My iron level was low as a kid, and my mom would make the iron. She would make the goddamn liver and onions, and she'd like soak it in buttermilk and stuff. Fry it up. The best part were the potatoes. They were fried, not stuff, but no, they're not the liver. What is a Polish groat? It's often buckwheat or sometimes wheat, barley, or oats, boiled or toasted, sometimes roasted first for flavor. It can be fluffy like rice or slightly porridge-like. It's eaten with butter, onions, mushroom, or meat, or it can be eaten with milk, honey, or fruit. Common in Poland, Russia, and Eastern Europe, is a staple side dish for breakfast. Considered heart, cheap, and filling, provides slow digested carbs before industrialized foods, often used in peasant diets because it was easy to store and to cook. It's high in complex carbs, contains some protein, very little fat unless added during cooking. Polish groats are nutritious for humans, but if you're on the carnivore diet, it's essentially carbs without protein or fat. Fuel without satiety. Oh, that's interesting. Now it wants me to make something comparing Mapo porridge, gruel, and Polish groats to illustrate. What have I done to this? Yorkshire pudding is yummy. I used to make it when I made roast beef. Well, they eat mushy peas, Marmite, and beans on toast over there, so. Beans on toast. And it's the sweet, what do you call it? The sweet beans, the barbecue beans or whatever. And that's breakfast. Beans on toast. Who was that moving around? One of the kids. And then there's black pudding. Is that like blood pudding? I feel like I know this one. But since I'm dumbed down from the internet, it's gonna make me compare black pudding to Grewell in a minute. Yeah, animal blood, usually pig or cow. The main ingredient is fat or suet, oats, barley, or breadcrumbs to bind the mixture, seasonings with salt, pepper, onions, herbs, and spices. And then cooked, formed into a sausage, and often sliced and fried before eating. Okay, so it was developed as a way to use the whole animal and prevent waste. Very common in working class diets historically. Highly nutritious, blood is rich in iron and protein. Black pudding is mostly carnivore friendly if you ignore the oats. Real animal blood and fat packed with nutrients. If you want, I can make a live stream friendly segment trying black pudding to historical survivor foods. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I think we did it. It's 8 o'clock for me. Boom. Well, everybody, thank you for hanging out. We should do it again sometime. If I don't sleep in. You just watched Beard Meets Food, eat all of that on a large scale. There's another lady, and she eats a bunch of food too, and I watch her sometimes, and then I'm just like, I don't really watch her anymore. I might unsubscribe. She's like a little thing, and she eats all the big stuff. Boop. All right. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Bye. And Mom, I wasn't really making fun of you. I was just having a good time. I did dust the fan, though. It's dusted. It's up here somewhere. It's over there. Bye. Boop, boop, boop. My mom's gonna be so mad at me.